I've always been a fairly bookish sort of person. I spent most of my time growing up reading. You'd usually find me in a library or maybe sitting in a tree reading a book. I would definitely consider myself a computer nerd. I've always enjoyed playing with technology, playing with computers. My first computer that I owned was a Commodore 64, which was around 1980. I'm Mark Taylor. I'm a manager with the Information Technology Department of the City of Tucson.
Mark started his career with the city back in 1998 and now manages 2 teams of employees.
One team supports the city's websites, internet and intranet. The other team supports all the software that the city uses for various tasks.
So what does managing those teams entail?
My role right now with the websites is sort of senior decision maker.
Mark also describes himself as...
I'm a painfully shy ham.
But on a serious note...
One of the things I really enjoy about working for the City of Tucson, particularly in the web arena, is that I get to provide services directly to citizens.
Online services like making utility payments, signing up for Parks and Rec classes, and even accessing crime stats in your neighborhood.
Coming up with new features and new ways of using the internet, that's cool.
Mark admits he spends a lot of time waiting and sitting.
If we could add up all the time we spend waiting on computers to do things, we would be terrified. I'm not out filling potholes. I'm not out checking parking meters. I sit inside most of the day.
When he's not behind a computer screen,
I'll spend probably half a day or a third of a day in meetings trying to make decisions about how we're going to proceed or giving people updates on various projects that are going on. We've been doing more stuff with social media. We can include that. We're involved in several projects now, like updating our intranet.
Another project Mark likes to get his hands on literally has him climbing the walls.
On belay, climbing. The great thing about climbing, particularly after a day at work, is not just the movement, getting your muscles stretched out and doing something active, but the act of climbing requires such intense focus, you can't think about anything else while you're doing it.
Okay, so maybe it's a little more rigorous than sitting behind a computer screen.
My job doesn't leave me out of breath. Work the muscles out a little bit, feel like you're an active person, that you have a body and you can... Excuse me.
Speaking of shy hams, aside from the occasional loud noise, there are some similarities between climbing and Mark's day job.
In my job, I'm dependent on my team to do things. If I assign a job to someone, they have to take care of it. I have to trust them and know that they're going to take care of it. Absolutely takes a team to climb. Somebody's hanging onto that rope. They're going to keep you from falling. So you know that you can commit yourself. You can do the hardest moves that you can. You can really try because someone's got the other end of that rope and they're going to hold you up. You can rely on them.
And by trusting his teammates at work and on the wall,
ready to lower.
Mark has the freedom to be creative and artistic.
Climbing is a little bit gymnastic, and it's a little bit like dance. You have to move your body in a particular way, and when you do it well, it's graceful, it's fluid, and it looks good, it feels good. It leaves you in a terrific state to begin a new evening, get ready for the next day, start all over again. Thanks, Alex.
But climbing isn't Mark's only creative outlet.
I have always loved music, ever since I was a little kid. I love to play things on my Mickey Mouse record player. I just am obsessed with music. Today my band, The Introverts, is going to be playing at Borderlands Brewery. It's another crazy hobby I have.
This song's called Ace.
The name of the band started as a joke. They called themselves The Introverts because they never let anyone see them play. And the name stuck.
So I have this technical side, this creative side, and the music allows me to exercise that creative side.
And just like rock climbing, Mark can see commonalities in his music and IT job.
Everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a special skill that they bring to that task and creating something out of all those parts.
But what is it about performing that Mark enjoys so much?
It's nice when the crowd reacts, when they enjoy what you're doing and you can see that happening, and you feel that you're sharing something of yourself with them and they're enjoying it. That's a really great feeling.
Revealing a bit of himself and feeling vulnerable is easier for Mark to handle when it's for the betterment of the team.
I'm a bit of an introvert, but I'm good when I have a role to play. So if I can get up on stage, if I can have a part to play, I'm okay with that. No, I don't consider myself a rock star. But I get to pretend for an hour or so every now and then.
Whatever role he's playing, be it with the computer keyboard, with rocks and ropes, or with the musical keyboard, Mark has a hand in it all. Not exactly your typical computer nerd.
Thanks.